match number 65 of the Tata IPL 2024, and it's between the Rajasthan Royals and the Punjab Kings. We're into the final stages of the tournament, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new stadium today. It's the Barsapara Cricket Stadium. Rajasthan Royals, three back-to-back losses are completely into that dull kind of a phase which they were last season as well. But on the other hand, Punjab Kings, they have nothing to lose for. They will play the final game. So I have Utsav with me. Utsav, if we look into this game, I think it's more or less a very important game for the Rajasthan Royals.
Yep, it is a very important game, and the one thing that we will have to look at is that what the team does without Josh Butler. So for Rajasthan, it has been a game of two halves. The first half they were cruising, and the second half exactly what happened last year around. So the good thing this time is that they have a little bit of cushion. They are going to qualify for sure, unlike the last time. But again, the thing that they keep on dipping after the first half seems to be a little bit of a problem, and they need to look into it in this phase of in this season or the next one.
Absolutely. So we will see what they do, especially this game today against the Punjab Kings at the new home stadium. Let's take a look into the journey so far for both the teams. Starting with the Rajasthan Royals, currently in rank number 2 with 16 points. They just have a couple of games left. Keeping aside the last final game against KKR at their home again, but this game is potentially very important for them to get that 2 point and makes themselves secured for the second spot.
Yep, this is a very important game for them, and I think this is a test of who can hold the nerves better. Of course, Punjab has nothing to do with this match, but Rajasthan seems to be kind of a team that chokes in the end. They had really good chance of winning it in the last two seasons, and
Correct.
this time I think again they have a really good chance. But the last three games have been completely opposite of what they played in the first nine games. So looking at their next fixtures, Sunrisers and CSK would be drooling at this point because Punjab is extremely unpredictable. Any Punjab
Correct.
side can show up, and KKR is a team to beat this season. So I think
Absolutely.
SRH and CSK have a serious chance of making it to the top two sides.
Okay, especially SRH because if they win their games, then they have a big chance, I must tell you. So you have nailed
Yeah.
it pretty much with stuff. But going to the opponents, as you said, Punjab Kings, they have nothing to lose, but sum it up their season, please.
Typical Punjab season. Being very honest, when the season was about to start, I had predicted that they would be holding the wooden spoon. But knowing that Punjab, even after having such good squads, have never made it to the playoffs, and this time the squad looked a little bit on and off with Johnny Bairstow's form, and spending so much on Riley Russo, who is again out of form. So they dropped Shikhar Dhawan mid-season, and nobody knows what the thing is. Is he dropped or is there an injury concern? And now that the English players are leaving. It will be very interesting to see if Sam Curran stays for this one, and will he be the captain or will they bring back Shikhar Dhawan for this?
Absolutely. Even I think that they will play this game and they will then go. I think they won't be available for the Sunrisers game, but I don't know.
Hmm.
That's what I heard about. So that sums up the Punjab Kings and the Rajasthan Royals done. Let's take a look into the pitch report of the Barsapara Cricket Stadium. Yeah, it is a pretty new stadium. Only two matches have been played in the IPL so far. Both the times the teams batting first have been victorious, and the captains that have lost the toss have been victorious, I must tell you. So, what do you think? New pitch, fresh pitch, I'm expecting. So, chasing has been the right ploy, but recently we are seeing as the pitches are getting dried up, defending can be a good thing, but now it's a fresh pitch, never been used. So, what would you do? Would you go for chasing?
I'll definitely go with what the history has shown us and go bat first because this is a extremely high scoring game, high scoring stadium. Both the times the teams have scored around 195, 200 kind of a score, and the thing is in the second half the ball swings a lot. So we have seen it in the first game that was played here, that was between Punjab and Rajasthan. The ball swung a lot in the second half, and the wickets kept falling. I think Nathan Ellis took 4 wickets, Arshdeep took a couple of wickets, and then the next one Trent Bolt started playing football, so they were 0 for 2. So yeah, so the second half the ball swings a lot. The first half I think it is much more easier to bat on, as the 200 seems to be the 200 seems to be the par score here.
Okay, 200 seems to be the power score. Batting first is what Utsav is saying, and I think Punjab, if you're giving them the captaincy or giving them the opportunity, they might just fancy themselves batting first out here. We're done with the pitch report. Let's take a look into the key elements the teams have learned from the previous game. Starting with the Rajasthan Royals, the home side, poor performance, I must tell you, according to their qualities against the Chennai Super Kings. Lack of intent we saw with the bat. Riyan Parag looked stable at the crease, but that's what, no support from the other end, and they will miss the services of Josh the Boss at the top of the order.
Honestly speaking, Josh Butler was not looking so confident at the top. He has 2 centuries, but honestly speaking, he does not seem to be the Josh Butler we saw in 2021
Correct.
or 2022. So I think missing Josh Butler, the only concern would be how quickly will Tom Kell or Cadmore, adapt to the situation, or whoever replaces him, be it
Correct.
Donovan Ferreira, whoever replaces him, just he will have zero game time before entering the playoffs. Just 2 games, and hopefully they will just get the hang of it. Apart from that, lack of intent in the first in with the bat. Uh, Against Delhi, I would not say so. They tried to get over the line, but could
No,
not.
it was
But
against the Chennai Super Kings. Yeah.
Against CSK, it was kind of a sticky wicket, I would say. But again, yes, there was a lack of intent. The wickets did not fall, and they were not even trying to get to a better
Correct.
score. But the good thing is that Dhruv Jurel got a few runs, behind his back, and Riyan Parag looks really solid, scoring at literally every single stadium is getting an opportunity.
Absolutely, and that's so good to see Riyan Parag showing up in that number 4 spot. Going to their opponents, the Punjab Kings lost to your side at the Dharamsala Stadium. The fielding display was really poor, dropping Virat Kohli 3 times, which means I've lost the half of the game out there. With Kavirappa, I think he was really impressive the other day. Russo looked set, but it was just the break in play, and I think before that ball he had a neck injury, and the next ball he got out to Karan Sharma. So it's what happens in the breaking play: you break the momentum and you lose wickets. So sum it up for me with the performance of Punjab versus RCB.
Yeah, I mean, this is not even surprising at this point. We have been seeing this for the past 10 years. The same template goes on with Punjab Kings. They will have a few games when, they will lose, they will win a match from a lost position, and then there will be games when they will not even show up. So not even poor fielding. I think they were pretty ordinary with the ball as well, pretty ordinary while batting as well. The way Prab Simran got out, that was, even gully cricket players play better than
Correct. Yeah.
that. Like, there was no foot movement. He was cramped. There was no balance there. Did not even take the review. Did a good thing, I guess. So Prab Simran is a very unpredictable batsman. When he shows up, he'll just take the game away from you, and then most days he will be, underperforming. Apart from that, Kavirappa, that was a bone-chilling spell, honestly, as an RCB fan, especially watching a bowler from Karnataka who have been, following, seeing for past couple of years, and then he gets an IPL debut and does what he did. Very
Absolutely.
very unfortunate. He deserved a few more wickets than what he got, but again,
At least the
very
big
very
wicket.
impressive. Yeah. Russo looking set in the middle order again. I do not have a lot of belief in that player, because he had a very ordinary performance in the PSL, and first few games that he got the first few games that he got for Punjab. Again, he looks pretty decent at this point of time, but again, there is no surety of how much that guy will score, or
Correct.
how reliable he is even after getting set.
Absolutely, and that's absolutely correct because he's kind of a player you do not want to rely much. It's if gets going, that's good signs. But similarly, he's that kind of a player that would keep the Punjab Kings fans tensed equally for the opponents as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we are done with the key elements for both the sides. Let's take a look into the top 3 players to watch out for. Here are the 3 players I have chosen for both the sides, starting with the Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag, and a Trent Bolt for the Rajasthan Royals, Vidwat Kabirappa, Sam Curran, and Prap Simran Singh for the Punjab Kings. Sum it up for me. Any other player you want to choose apart from these 6?
I think Trent Bolt would be a player to watch out for in the second innings, not in the first innings, honestly. Yashasvi and Riyan Parag, obviously, there is nothing to explain about them. Yashasvi has shown us time and time again that he is the man, and Riyan Parag has been invincible in this season of the IPL. When it comes to Punjab Kings, I had a lot of expectations from Prab Simran ever since he got the 100 last year. But he did not capitalize even in a single opportunity. In that 262 chase, definitely he did play really well. But apart from that, he looks very very down and out. Apart from that, nobody's talking about it. But Sam Curran's strike rate should be a concern. He is getting the runs from somewhere. He is getting the wickets. He is basically giving you dream run points, and that is why you are not looking at the things that is. Uh,
But
you
I
know,
would want to say that at the start of the tournament, he was batting higher up the order. Suddenly, he started putting himself number 5 or potentially number 6.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
ideal.
I would honestly replace both Prab Simran and Sam Curran from this list and get Shashank, because Shashank has been as good as Riyan Parag this season. He is literally showing up in every single opportunity he's getting. So I'm really, even though I predicted it, it just very disappointing to see how Punjab has played.
Correct.
Harpreet Brar is a person who I would look out for because that guy comes up, gives 100% every single time he gets the opportunity to play. So instead of these two guys, I would rather have Shashank
Harpreet Brar
and
and Shashank Singh.
yeah.
Okay, so you have made your predictions. You have said your players. So Harpreet Brar and Shashank Singh makes way for Prab Simran Singh and Sam Curran for you. So we are done with the six players out here for the players to watch out for. Let's take a look into the batters in this game. Starting with the three battles, I have chosen a Vidwat Kabirappa versus Sanju Samson, Trent Bolt versus Johnny Bairstow to be a treat to watch, and the Yuzvendra Chahal versus Shashank Singh are the three battles for me. Any other battle you want to sum it up for me, Utsav? Otherwise, which one are you definitely watching?
Yeah, I always have a fascination towards putting Kagiso Rabada out there. So I would rather have, I will include Kagiso Rabada versus Yashasvi Jaiswal or Josh Butler isn't there. So
But in the
Yashasvi
previous
Jaiswal.
game, we did not see Kagiso Rabada playing. That was a very, very bold
Oh
call.
yeah. And I'm never happy when Kagiso Rabada gets dropped, honestly, because he
Exactly.
is one such player who can win you games.
He's an
Uh,
X factor.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. Sanju Samson versus Kavirappa. The thing with Kavirappa is that I don't want either him to become the next Prasidh Krishna who gets injured, or he's kind of the same profile, a tall bowler, hitting the deck. And I also do not want what happened to Mayank Yadav. You just hype the player up and then the guy just
Correct.
disappears out of injury. So I just want him to be a little under the radar for a couple of seasons and then show up for the Indian scene. Um, yeah, all three are mouth-watering contest. Out of this, I think Shashank versus Yuzi, unfortunately, will be won by Shashank, considering the
Okay.
form of Yuzi
Form
Chahal
of
just in
Yuzi.
front of the
Okay.
World Cup. Yeah.
And Trent Bolt for sure in the New Zealand versus England battle.
In the second half of the innings, I do not see Johnny Bairstow staying in the crease for a very long time. But in the first half, I think Johnny Bairstow will be the one dominating.
Okay, so you have given your predictions for the three battles as well. Summed it up pretty well. Let's take a look into the most important, which is the predicted playing 11 time now. Starting with the home side, just one change. I think after a long, long time, they're making a change. That is TKC makes into the 11 in place of Josh Butler, who's gone back home to represent England to start practices. Shimran Hetman hopefully makes comes back into the side just to balance the equation. Unchanged 11, just one change out of these 10 players. Any other
Yeah.
changes for you?
No, there is no other change. But the one thing that I would look forward to is that is there any panic in the side? Because when you start off in such a flying form, it is that I think Rajasthan peaked too early, just
Absolutely.
like every other tournament with this bunch of players. So would be very looking forward to how stable the thought process of the management is, because I think if I put my franchise in here, like if we had such a great start and then started losing all of a sudden, we would have made a wholesale changes. So we would looking. I would be looking forward to see what Rajasthan play in the next game. I would hope that it is this side.
Okay, so you're expecting this side, but as they're losing three games on a trot, they might make a few changes. What Utsab is
Yeah,
predicting. By going to the Punjab Kings, I've made one change. That is Ashutosh and Shashank both playing, not as an impact player. Ashutosh Sharma in place of Jitesh Sharma. I think Jitesh has not been at his best at all this season. Apart from that, unchanged 11. What's your take on this one? Do you want Kagiso Rabada back in the 11?
definitely. I want Kagiso Rabada in there with especially. I think there are just three overseas players in there.
Correct. Three
Uh,
overseas at the top.
yeah, so I think we can have Kagiso Rabada. I think Rabada wasn't that bad that you would drop him unless he has an injury or something. So I think Kagiso Rabada comes in for I don't know who, maybe Rahul Chahar. You
Maybe as
don't
an
want,
impact player.
yeah, maybe as an impact player. Yeah, that is a possibility.
Okay, so you have made your prediction. You want Kagiso Rabada to play today. We will
Yeah.
see at 7 o'clock what the captains say according to the team changes. Let's take a look into the predictions time now. Match number 65 would sub it's RR versus PBKS at the Barsapara Stadium. Nothing to lose for Punjab while there is a lot of to take for the Rajasthan Royals. Give your predictions, please.
I am predicting four consecutive losses for Rajasthan Royals just to put in a little bit more spice in the points table.
Okay, that's I didn't expect that to be very honest. But you're saying four consecutive losses for the Rajasthan Royals, nothing to lose for Punjab Kings away from home. They might get the 2 points. We will see that. He has made his predictions. Thank you so much, Utsav. Thank you to all ladies and gentlemen who have watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the fifth number, press the bell icon as well. Sit back and enjoy Rajasthan versus Punjab, match number 65. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.